Hello everyone, Happy New Year! Welcome to my channel. My name is O-Sheena. Thank you for being here. I'm going to be sharing my 2022 reading goals. I'm so excited. I have very ambitious goals this year. I don't know why, I just feel excited to do that. I don't usually set super high goals because I like to make goals that are super attainable that would kind of happen anyways. But this year, for some reason, I want to go for it. So I have 11 goals that I'm going to share, and some of them are going to happen easily. Some of them are going to have to be pushing me out of my comfort zone a little bit, which I'm kind of excited about. And if you watched my 2021 wrap up, I'll link it down below. I did paint my other hand, so good for that. There are 11 goals, so here we go. I'm really excited. So goal number 1 is to read 100 books. That's going to be my goal every year until it's like not possible. My second goal is to read 1 Christian nonfiction per month. So I technically could say read 12 Christian nonfictions, but I want to make sure I'm reading 1 per month. So yes, that'll add up to 12, but like I said, I want it to be in the month. So I've got so many unread nonfictions on my shelf, so I want to read at least 1 per month, hopefully more than 1, but the goal is at least 1. Because on top of that, my third goal is to read 3 theological or evangelical type books that are more so like almost textbook type, because I took a theology class in the last fall semester and I loved it. It really awakened my love for studying theology and studying the Bible and stuff like that. I even like read more of my textbook than I needed to because I was so interested in what it was saying. So there are a lot of options out there to read and a lot of different perspectives. So I'm gonna try to branch out and pick 3 different authors that will just give me a different perspective on Christianity. So I'm really excited about that. My library actually has a pretty good selection, so I'm probably going to read from there, but I do have a couple that I own as well. So at least 3 is what I want to read, and so technically those will be nonfiction as well, but they don't count towards the 12 nonfictions that I want to read in the month. So these are more like theology based and not like personal growth based, you know? So my fourth goal is to read at least 1 NetGalley book per month. So I don't have like a ton of NetGalley books, but as my channel is growing and as my reviews are being more, I don't know, appreciated, what? I'm getting approved for more books, and right now like everything is manageable, it's all good, but I kind of want to prioritize it. So if I'm excited, obviously you can tell. If I'm at least reading 1 per month, that at least, you know, keeps my percentage up and keeps me like a little bit active with the new releases. So that is the goal for that. My 5th goal is to reread all my favorite books and to make a video about it. So I want to update my all-time favorite books list. I don't even know if I have a video for it. I have my all-time favorite series, but not my all-time favorite books, I think. So I want to make that video, but there are books that I think I want to put on the list, but I haven't read them in so long that I'm not actually sure if they stand up. So I want to reread them and see if they really are an all-time favorite. So to me, an all-time favorite can be read multiple times. So there's a ton of favorite books of mine that I've only read once. So this year I want to prioritize rereading some of them. And then I really want to have a video on my channel that shares all of my all-time favorite books. And it's going to be like, you know, through every genre. So I'm really excited about that, but I do want to do some rereading before I share the books. My 6th goal is to read all of the Charles Martin books that I own. So these are all of the Charles Martin books that I own that I haven't read. So there's 5 of them. And this is actually kind of ambitious for me because I don't tend to read his books close together because they're pretty hard-hitting, so I can't read them close together. So since there's 5 of them, I have to make sure I space them out enough so that I can actually complete this. So we'll see. Wrapped in Rain is the first one that I want to start with, but then I do have Chasing Fireflies. I've heard really good things about this one, so I want to prioritize it as well. Water from My Heart is also another one. Where the River Ends, and then The Water Keeper. And The Water Keeper is the current series that he has going right now. The second book is called The Letter Keeper, and it came out in 2021. And so I want to start it at least so that I can read it as they come out. And Charles Martin is one of my favorite authors, and I just want to read more of his books. So these are the 5 that I own that I haven't read. So the even more ambitious goal, the 7th goal I have, is to read all of Francine Rivers' books that I own that I haven't read. And there's 3 of them, but they are big. And again, she is one that I can't read them close together, so I'm gonna have to space it out. And I do have an arc for The Lady's Mine, which is the next one that I want to read because it comes out in February. So I want to read it before so I can review it and everything. So after that, I hope to pick up Leota's Garden because this is just a standalone. But then I do have the mother-daughter, or it's called Marta's Legacy duology. But these are huge. So yeah, but I still like, again, Francine Rivers is one of my favorite authors and I want to read all of the books that I own by her that I haven't read. So these are the 3, then plus The Lady's Mine as well. And then there's a couple that I don't own that I haven't read as well, so hopefully I can acquire those at some point, but they won't be a part of the goal. So continuing on, my next goal, goal number 8, is to finish my blog and make it public. I do have a blog in the works, and it's not even gonna add that much to my channel, I guess. Maybe it will. I just want a place where I can write stuff. I have a couple blog posts already, mainly they're just book reviews, and I'm kind of trying to format it so that it goes with my channel, so my new videos will be up there, and just different information, printables, stuff like that. I just want a place to hold that kind of stuff. It's really hard to make it and then be good with it and make it public, so it still needs a little bit of work, and I really want to prioritize that in the new year and make it public for you guys to check out. So that is one of the goals. We'll see if it happens. So my next goal, goal number 9, is to read all of Julie Klassen's backlist. So why am I doing this? Because I also love Julie Klassen and I just want to prioritize her books. I don't know if I'll be able to do it because she has a lot of books and I haven't read that many, so there's a lot that I haven't read. I can do it. I'm sure that I can do it, okay? Her books read really quickly for me, and I just love them, so I really want to read through all of them so that I can give good reviews and more recommendations. So we'll see if I can do it. Okay, then my 10th goal is my must-reads list. So I always make a short list of must-reads for myself, and this year I'm gonna do it where it's just an author and it doesn't matter what book of theirs that I read. So I really liked doing that last year. So I've got 5 authors that I want to prioritize, and then a 6th one that I'll explain. So the authors are Davis Bunn. He is an author that I actually discovered through my research for my New Testament class. So he is an author, but he also is a professor, and he's also written like academic articles and books and theological books. He also has novels, so super cool. I want to read more from him because when I read his academic article, I really liked what he had to say. He was talking about modern evangelicalism and how it presents in the world, so I really enjoyed that, so I definitely want to read one of his fiction books this year. Next is Frank E. Peretti. I want to continue reading through his books. I loved This Present Darkness and Piercing the Darkness, and so I want to read all of his books and see what I think. I know there's some strange ones out there, I know there's mixed reviews, but I want to see for myself how I like the rest of his books. And then this author I've heard so much about, it's Colleen Coble. I've never read a book by Colleen Coble, and I hear about her all the time. A few booktubers that I follow read her and recommend her as like a good Christian suspense author, so I want to check her out, see what she's like. She has so many books, and I actually own a couple of them, so I'll see if I end up picking them up or go through the library, but I do want to try her books this year. The next author I've heard so much about, once again, it's Rosanna M. White. So she is a historical fiction writer, but it's romance and it's Christian, and so it sounds really good. I tend to like historical fiction romance that are Christian, so hopefully she is an author that I will like. She is highly recommended to me, so I'm excited about that. I've got 2 books by her as ebooks, so I'll definitely be reading some of those. And then another author that I see all the time is Angela Hunt. She writes some biblical fiction, but then some just normal fiction too, and I just want to see what her writing is like. My mom really likes her as an author too, so I just want to read from her. And then the 6th must read is I want to read 2 YA sci-fis this year, and they have to be not in the same series because I really love that little genre. I've got some on my shelves, but I also have some on my TBR on Goodreads that I would love to read as well. So we'll see if that happens, but I do want to prioritize those as well. So that's a lot. Those are the 10 like reading goals. And then my 11th goal is to participate in / host at least 6 readathons this year. And 6 just because that's what it worked out to be. I will read off the ones that I have listed out, but I've left the 6th space open for spontaneous things to happen. So the first one is going to be Read in the New Year. That's my own readathon. It's happening January 1st to 7th, so we're already going. I'll be uploading a reading vlog for it, so I'm excited about that. The next one that counts for that is my Redeeming Love read along. I'm doing a live show for that, so super excited. So that's going to count. Then I'm doing the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge by Chantel, so that counts for 1. And then I'm also doing Sarah's TBR bingo. So there's actually 2 spaces that are open to either join in someone else's readathon or create my own. We shall see. But yeah, that is just for me to track and get excited about the year. It's a lot of goals, and I don't know, I'm just feeling it this year, even though like life is probably going to be really busy and I don't know if I'll be able to do it. It's fine. Like, I don't actually care if I meet all of these, but they're just kind of guidelines, and I just feel up for having more of a challenge this year than last year. I'm feeling ambitious, so why not? So we'll see if I can do it. I won't feel bad if I don't, though. At the end of 2022, I'm gonna be like, Oceana, you had a good year. It's all good, don't worry about it. But for now, I definitely want to see what I can do in my reading with these goals. So yeah, super excited. Thank you so much for watching this, you guys, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.